Today, it's 5 of our favorite adventure games, starting off with Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. Number 2 is Beyond Good and Evil. Number 3, The Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. Number 4, Shenmue 2. And number 5, The Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. Hey, welcome to Versus. This actually might be the very biggest Versus segment we've ever made.
Bigger than that fishing one we did?
Yes, bigger than the fishing one. This is Halo 2 versus Half-Life 2. How do you think the graphics measured up against each other?
I gotta say, in Half-Life 2, I was in this story and this world that they've created. The facial animations on the characters, you'd be talking
They're
to
really
people
coming to life around you, aren't they?
It's incredible, you know. Now, Halo 2 doesn't have bad graphics. They just don't stack up to what Half-Life 2 offers.
No, I mean, the stuff that you're seeing in Halo 2 is definitely state-of-the-art material for the Xbox. You know, of course, the glint off of Master Chief's helmet is amazing, and I think what they've done with the aliens is the most impressive visually in the game. But you are seeing blooming effects, and you are seeing rendering artifacts and things like that. These little sort of, you know, glitches that take you out of the cutscene experience.
Right, and there was a couple of even shots too where I saw some of the texture maps kind of pop in. Half-Life 2 gets the nod for graphics.
Yeah, Half-Life 2. Let's talk audio.
Okay, now audio, the music in Halo 2 is absolutely unbelievable.
Took my breath away.
The choir stuff, you know, the interactivity of all of it.
It was the quieter moments in the music that I was most affected by. I thought it was absolutely haunting and riveting. Whereas in Half-Life 2, the story isn't so much about the music in that game. I mean, it does have some nice music interspersed throughout the action.
But they got Lou Gossett Jr.
It's the voiceover acting. It's all of the, you know, the environmental effects and all of the bullets ricocheting all over the place.
But in Halo 2, they have the whole 5.1 audio, which is unbelievable.
Agreed.
I have to go with the full package that
agree.
Halo 2 offers with the amazing music and the 5.1.
I agree. I mean, you really remember the audio in Halo 2. And I'm not saying that the audio in Half-Life 2 is bad, it's just that the stuff in Halo 2 resonates. All right, let's talk now about gameplay.
The single-player experience in Half-Life 2 is absolutely unbelievable. They have this gravity gun thing. You start by picking up little objects, then later in the game it actually, you know, gets upgraded and you're tearing out chunks of monitors.
The thing I like about Half-Life 2, it feels like you're on the run.
In Halo 2, the enemy's AI is really excellent, and your teammates, if you turn around and start shooting their teammates, they get mad at you, they shoot back at you, which you saw in the original Halo.
One of the cool things that they've added this year to Halo 2 is the ability to play as a Covenant Elite Warrior, which is great. So suddenly you have his abilities and his whole viewpoint, but where Halo 2 wins all of its points is in the unbelievable choices you get in its multiplayer game. Games.
I mean, people are freaking out about online Halo 2.
I mean, some of the team battles and some of the things that you can do together in Halo 2, those are seriously some of the best moments you're going to have in video gaming ever in general, period. In terms of gameplay, I would tend to agree with you and stick with the richer, deeper, more inviting and enveloping single-player experience of Half-Life 2. If I had to choose one of these games, I would have to choose Half-Life 2.
I'd have to agree with you there. Half-Life 2, I feel like I'm playing in this world. Halo 2, I feel like I'm playing a video game. I gotta go with Half-Life 2.
So what are you going to give Half-Life 2?
I'm giving it a 9.5.
I'm giving it a 10. What are you going to give Halo 2?
I'm giving Halo a 9.
I'm giving that a 10 as well, but I'd still choose Half-Life 2 if I could only have one.
So the final verdict then is Half-Life 2 by a little hair. But still, amazing must-have games for both systems.
Get them both if you can. Today on the show, we took a look at Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. There's a killer story in this game and some terrific action, but the dialogue veers towards very cheesy. Rumble Roses. Well, you get your nearly naked female wrestlers in here, but you also get some of the worst VO and storytelling ever. Prince of Persia: Warrior Within. The visuals and fighting mechanics in this game are much improved, but man, we sure didn't need that hard rock and music through the whole thing. In Versus, it was Halo 2, which features awesome multiplayer, the best use of Xbox Live yet, against Half-Life 2, which features one of the most impressive and immersive single-player stories we've ever seen in video games. Now, both of these shooters rock, and after much debate, we had to choose Half-Life 2. Too much repetition, it's all exactly the same, and it's all bad. I'm giving Rumble Roses... I'm giving Rumble Roses...